Okay, so let's continue our discussion of the previous class. That means we already tried their RMS output current for the single phase full wave uncontrolled rectifier. Okay, so what is the power delivered to the load? What is the power delivered to the load? We already find their average output voltage, average output current, RMS voltage output, and that is equal to Vm by root 2, and RMS value of output current is your V maximum by R root 2. Okay. So you maybe also draw their output current waveform here. So for this resistive load, that means this is your output voltage waveform. So output current waveform is also same as the average output voltage. That means this one for the purely resistive. Okay. So average output current waveform is also similar to the average output voltage, like this one, 0 to pi, pi to 2 pi, and 2 pi to 3 pi, 3 pi to 4 pi. So follow the same waveform of the average output. Okay. So now next, what is the power delivered to the load? So power delivered to the load equal to V output RMS into I output RMS. Okay. So V output RMS into I output RMS, or you maybe write down the I output RMS square into R. Okay. So power delivered to load equal to V output RMS into I output RMS. Okay. So equal to V output RMS into I output RMS. V output RMS into I output RMS into I output RMS. Okay. Output RMS, or you maybe write down the I output RMS square into R. Okay. So I output RMS square into R. So I output RMS square into R. Into R. What is the input volt ampere? That is your Vs into I output RMS. That means Vs is your RMS value of the supply voltage. Okay. So input volt ampere, input volt ampere equal to supply voltage RMS value, that will be represented by V suffix S, is RMS voltage of the supply voltage. Okay. So V S I output RMS. Okay. That means Vs into I output RMS. I output RMS. Okay. So what is the input power factor of the for the single phase full wave control rectifier? Volt amperes. Okay. So unit volt amperes. So input power factor is equal to input power factor equal to V output RMS input volt ampere divided by output volt ampere, that means RMS value of output voltage into I output RMS. So V output RMS into I output RMS into I output RMS divided by input volt ampere, means input volt ampere Vs into I output RMS. Okay, Vs into I output RMS. I output RMS. So this value is same, V output RMS and Vs. So and I output RMS is cancelled. So this one is equal to 1. Okay, input volt ampere. So this is the derivation for the single phase full wave uncontrolled rectifier, that is bridge type. Okay, average output voltage, average output current, RMS output voltage and RMS output current. What is the power delivered to the load? Okay, so now we all just observe their characteristic of the single phase full wave uncontrolled rectifier for the resistive load. Okay. Now just this circuit simulate in MATLAB. Okay. This circuit, that means single phase full wave uncontrolled rectifier, will simulate in MATLAB and obtain their waveform for the different parameters, that means voltage across the diode, various diode, and output current and output voltage waveform. Okay, so this waveform we just try to obtain from the simulation lab. Okay, so we already familiar with the simulation lab. So just first of all we try to open the MATLAB, and in MATLAB we just try to simulate this circuit. Okay, so suppose that if you open the MATLAB here, so it takes some times, just wait, and we just try to simulate this circuit in MATLAB. Yeah, so this is the first prefix page for the MATLAB. So first try to open the new workspace where we simulate the circuit. Okay, so this one, new Simulink model. Click here, Simulink model. Just wait a few minutes for the workspace create here. So here we just start to open the workspace and then just simulate the circuit. Okay. So yeah, this one is open for the new workspace. Okay. So this is your new workspace. Now we just try to take the component required for the simulation of the circuit. Okay. So we just open the Simulink library. That means this one, your Simulink library. Yeah. So it's open. Now we just try to track the block what we required for the simulation of the circuit. Okay. So just in the new workspace. Yeah, here. So what we required, we already just draw their circuit for the circuit. So that circuit just we simulate here. So what component we require? First of all, I already explained how we can choose the block from the library. Okay. So just go to SimScap and in SimScap go to Sim Power System. Okay. Sim Power System. Yeah, so this is Sim Power System. Now, from this you can choose various type of component. That means electrical source, element, machine, measurement, and power electronics device. So we just select the electrical source. So AC voltage source, just drag from library and place here in the new workspace. Okay. So just this AC voltage source place in workspace here. So this one is your AC voltage source. Now what you require? That means 4 diode for the design of single phase full wave rectifier. So just drag the diode. That means go to the power electronics. So in power electronics switches, various type of switches available here. According to your requirement, you select your particular switch for the design of the circuit. So we require diode. So just diode, drag here and place in the workspace. Okay. Next, what we require? That means resistive load. Okay. So resistive load you will find out in element. Okay. So various type of element here available. So just set this one and place here in workspace. Okay. Next is required your measuring instrument. That means voltmeter, emitter. So you select the measuring instrument from here measurement part. That means measurement of voltage. So just take voltmeter from library to workspace. Okay. And if you want to see the current waveform also, so you may be one emitter here. Okay. And next, what you require for the simulation of single phase full wave uncontrolled rectifier? That means a scope. Okay, so maybe find out a scope from here in sync part. Okay, so yeah, so this is the scope here. And one more thing is required for the operation of this one, power guide. Okay, power guide. So type here and just enter, then you got that block and just paste in the workspace. Okay, yeah. So this block just drag to the workspace. I think all the basic element we already drag here. And now just we try to simulate this one. Okay, just try to simulate. So just rearrange all the block. Okay. If we control and R, so we can rotate this branch and just try to arrange accordingly. So how many diodes you require? 4 diodes. Okay, so just place here this one, and if you want to 4 diode, so do not require to drag the diode from the library. You maybe create another diode from this workspace available diode. Okay, so just click on and drag and create another diode. Okay, so you require 4 diode minimum. So just create 4 diode. Yeah, you may be numbering of the diode according to our nomenclature of the circuit diagram. So this one, if you first of all, you just double click on the diode and just you put here. If you forward voltage drop, if you taken as 0, 0, and just show measurement support, apply and OK. Okay. Similarly, all the diode creating this bar. Okay. So again, double click and this forward diode, if you put 0 and support the measurement part here, apply and OK. Okay. So again for this diode, put the forward voltage drop is 0 and measurement support, apply and OK. Okay. Again apply and OK. So this how we can change their specification. Okay, so this one we require only pure resistive. So again double click here and just select branch type. That means if you click here, then available all the branch. That means according to your requirement, RLC or maybe purely resistive, inductive, capacitive, RLRC and LC. Okay. So your requirement is pure resistive. So just select and maybe change their value according to your actual circuit diagram requirement resistance value. So you get type. If you don't put any value, that the default value is 1. Okay, so apply and okay. So if you put here value of peak amplitude, so peak amplitude you maybe if you put single phase supply maximum voltage, that means how much RMS voltage into root 2. So 230 is your RMS voltage. If you multiply by that one, so you maybe put that one, or maybe another value, small value. Some you maybe take that one. Suppose that 5 or 10 volt, and your frequency is used. Suppose that 50 hertz. So again, apply and okay. So we can change the parameters of the supply voltage according to our requirement or specification for the particular circuit. Okay. Now we just connect all the diode in proper manner with the supply voltage and load. Okay. So if you numbering this diode, that means this one. Suppose that is just control R. Okay. Again control R. Again control R. Okay. So in this way, you can just create here and another diode again simply put in this manner. So press control and R so you can rotate the block or diode. Okay. So this one is put here. And again this diode control R, and this one is placed here. Okay. Again this diode, that means if we place here, that means D2, and this one is your D3 is rotate again and just put here. Okay. So if you want to numbering of this diode, so in the upper part of the diode is numbering as 1 and 3, and lower part is your 2 and 4. Okay. So this may be placed here and this may be placed here. Okay. So this is your 1, 3, 2, and this one is your 4. Okay. So this one will be 4 or diode 4. So diode 4. Okay. Now just you connect, and so we can connect from here to here, and again diode 3 and 2. Okay. So this and this connect from this one. Okay. And diode 2 and 4 is just connect in this way. Okay. So voltmeter is placed here. Suppose that if you want to measure the current waveform. Okay. So this one you may be connect to this one to this one. Okay. And this load is connected, suppose that this one to this one, and this load is connected to this one to. Okay. So you may be here. Yeah. Now this one is move something like this one. So you may be connect in this fashion. Okay. So if you want to more space, so again just move this one to this point, and again this one is. Yeah. So this diode may be moved up to some part to the forward, and again this one is moving some part in upward side. Now AC supply voltage source now connect from this point to this point, and again this point to this point. Okay, so supply voltage is connected in simple manner across the rectifier. Okay, increase rectifier. Now you want to measure the, you maybe full screen this one. So just move the scope but here. Now another voltmeter create from this voltmeter workspace. So just create another voltmeter for the measurement of supply voltage and the measurement of output voltage. Okay. One more voltmeter may be required. That means suppose that for the diode voltage measurement. Okay. That means diode 1 to 2. So just similarly, simply just first of all connect this voltmeter to the supply voltage. Yeah. So this voltmeter connected in parallel with the supply voltage. So this measure the supply voltage waveform. Okay. Similarly, you want to measure the output voltage. Then you put here. Across the output or load terminal. So this voltmeter you may be connect to this point and this point. Okay. So the number of a screw you can change x number of x's from here. Okay. Go to the parameters. And suppose you require 3. Okay. That means 2 voltmeter and 1 ammeter. So just type here 3 and apply and okay. Okay. So 3 axis create here. Now you just connect the voltmeter. So first one is represent you this one. That means input voltage, and this voltmeter is represented as the output voltage. So just represent this one. Okay. And this current waveform can be measured from this. Okay. So the circuit is simulated in proper manner. If you verify all the parameters are connected in proper manner or not. So this is your single phase full wave rectifier. We require the 4 diodes. Okay. And AC voltage source measurement waveform is represented by this voltmeter, and output voltage waveform is measured through this voltmeter, and current waveform is represented through this ammeter. So this one. Okay. Now if you change this value, that means 0.03. Okay. And if you run this model, so now wait sometimes for the yeah. So showing some error part. That means this one model error and data segment at the time of error. So if you click on this scope, So you are not able to get the output. So something is wrong. So just try to point out that point and what is the problem? So this one connected in proper manner, na? So just try to this. All the diode connected in proper manner. So diode 1, diode 3, diode 2 and diode 4. What is this showing error? Why it is showing error? Okay. Voltmeter is connected properly. So the 5 voltage apply here is angle is 0. So measurement is your voltage. Yeah, apply and here. So now again run this model. Again showing some error. That means consecutive 0 crossing will slow down the simulation or cause the simulation to hang. To continue the simulation, you may try using adaptive zero crossing detection algorithm or disable the zero crossing of the blocks showing in the following table. Means number of consecutive zero. It is showing some now. Okay. So it's showing some error. So basically we obtain the output waveform from this simulation block. Okay. So just it's a very basic difference. So all the block connected in proper manner, selected from the library and put in the workspace. So how we can just obtain the output voltage or input voltage waveform. Okay, so that we want to obtain from this simulation circuit diagram. Okay, but showing some result, some error. So how we can sort out this problem? How we can sort out this problem? So all the diode are connected in proper manner. Yeah, it is okay. So just we means how we can obtain the waveform of the output voltage. Showing some error. So this problem we can sort out. So just try to click here, check all the parameters in proper manner or not. I think this one is voltage. So this one is it's okay, no? The connection of all the diode are in proper manner. Just try to try. The parameter of the resistance, that means is by default value taking 1. So that's sample drain current. So here measurement is nothing. Branch type is resistance. Measurement is branch voltage. Apply and OK. So again run this program model. Again showing some error. Okay. So from the library of the MATLAB, we can track any specified element, that means either power electronics element or electrical element. So from this part element, we select the RLC. So it's converted it for the pure resistance load, for pure resistive load. Okay. So just try to continue simulation of this circuit. Okay. So actually we obtain through this scope the input voltage waveform variation, output voltage and current waveform. Okay. So suppose that it is showing some error. So just try to simplify the circuit. And this emitter is disconnected. For part by part, we try to check out. Okay, where it is going something wrong. So this resistance is directly connected to this point. And now we just try to measure the input voltage waveform. Okay, so just try to run this program model and showing same error. Executed 0. Crossing will slow down. The simulation or cause the simulation to hang. So it continue. So something is going wrong. So we just sort out this problem. So why not showing actually through the scope? So if we want to change the scope axis, number of axes, so we just change from this 1, so and okay. So for the 1 axis. Now you again just run this model and same error. So how we can connect this voltmeter across the output terminal, that means this resistive load. Okay. So this voltmeter may be connected in parallel of the resistance, that means output. Okay. And from this part we can again create here number of axes. suppose that 2, apply here and okay. Okay. So we can change the number of axes according to our requirement. Okay. So if you want to suppose that voltage measurement across the diode D1 and D2, so one voltmeter can be connected through the diode 1 and diode 2. Okay. So that voltmeter can be created from this voltmeter. That means this one. Okay. So this voltmeter is suppose that connected to this point and this voltmeter is connected to here. So this voltage waveform is showing the voltage across the diode 1 and 2. Okay. Similarly, more voltmeter required. So that voltmeter was that here will be connected across diode D3 and D1. Okay. So this one connected here across the diode D1 and D3. Okay. So this voltmeter, so the voltage variation across the diode D3 and D1. So here the number of requirement of axis is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So change the number of axis here. That means so this parameter. So just put here 4. Okay. And apply. So 4 axis is created here. Okay. So we stop here. In the next class, we continue our discussion from this point. Okay.